yes sir, baby I'm a boss. They say yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah. Yes sir, baby I'm a boss, they say yes sir. Shout out to myself, that's my investor. Made another meal, let's run it back like Devin Hester. Pistol in my dresser, baby this is silk, not polyester. Yes sir, baby I'm a boss, they say yes sir. Shout out to myself, that's my investor. Made another meal, let's run it back like Devin Hester. Pistol in my dresser, baby this is silk, not polyester. Yes sir, they were giving L's but I look forward and saw all M's. Industry is fake, these are not people that I call friends. Got some shit to move to, baby I'm a star, of course I'm hanging out the moon. Said out I refuse to. Make $3 million in a month, yeah that's a hat trick. Used to always cheat for summer home, I felt like Patrick. I'm feeling fantastic, but I wasn't joking when I said that bitch was bad shit. Bad shit, yes sir, baby I'm a boss, they say yes sir. Shout out to myself, that's my investor. Made another meal, let's run it back like Devin Hester. Pistol in my dresser, baby this is silk, not polyester. Yes sir, baby I'm a boss, they say yes sir. Shout out to myself, that's my investor. Made another meal, let's run it back like Devin Hester. Pistol in my dresser, baby this is silk, not polyester. My girl don't wear no bra, she let them titties titty. I'm way too paid and way too fly, we don't go 50-50. My pants are issy, your fit is willy-nilly. I'm going around the world and back, I'm booked and busy. Come here kitty kitty, I don't mind a couple whiskers. Just got off a broken back, significantly richer. They tattoo my scriptures, Russ is a religion.
What up, everybody? We're gonna rip through this because I am titties deep and I should say moves deep for Zach McCarthy. I am moves deep in sorts, trying to make sure I get as much done as I can to get out. So we're gonna rip through this. I will say that my dad came over this morning, right? Unexpectedly. I always love to pop in, but my mom was at a bridal shower. And he rode over to give me my big shout out to my dad, dude. Sometimes running a dynasty league can be a lot of work. Chris is in this one. Doug, you're going to be... Oh, Chris was in this one. Doug, you're going to be in it this year. So is Jonathan Thomas. So is Jason Upchurch. It's one of our dynasty salary cap leagues. But my dad, while I was at the National, I was like stressing. I'm like, when am I going to get this done? Went through and did all the salary prices. Came over today. Brought him over to me and said, hey, I took care of this for you. It's just a huge help. It's a lot of work to do. So, fun league. Probably my funnest league that I do outside of like our FanDuel thing we run here. Is probably like, I love that style league, but I don't do any of those for money. But, anyhow, so he came over and I pretty much said, hey, I had gotten him a little something to National Shane Conlon autograph jersey. I said, would you like to open a box of Score? So we opened one, and rest assured, I don't feel bad. I don't often do that. It was the... I hate to say it, because it was probably the worst box of Score I've ever opened. We did get a Marvin Jones Jr. autograph. It's probably like maybe a $5 to $8 autograph. But it was fun to open my dad. The worst part was there weren't a lot... We had boxes, like 2 of our boxes so far had a bunch of Josh Allens in it, inserts and stuff. I don't think we got one Josh Allen insert. And I like that kind of stuff. I pay $1 a card for those. Is about what I pay. We may have gotten a Josh Allen base, and he may have gotten one in his pack. I didn't in mine, but yeah, we had some not good autos, but it is what it is. Justin Herbert, and here we go, Hollywood Brown. I would even take that probably over a Marvin Jones Jr. But there you go, Hollywood Brown now on the Arizona Cardinals. Doug, are you getting in that league this year? Are you sure you want in? I can explain it all to you. Chris, listen, I will say it this way. There are about 3 teams that have really good keepers, and the rest of us are probably going to be throwing a lot back. It's cool how it goes, though. There's a Will Levis, and Bijan Robinson, and Tyree Wilson. And the thing is, it's only $100 league. I say only. That's about the max that I'm in with leagues. But I would like to be in one that's even more money. But it's hard to find guys that want to throw up like $500 that you know, guys that you know. Oh yeah, and it's cool because you can choose. I like it because you have complete control. If you're like, hey, you get to keep up $100 worth of players, it just comes off your auction. It's an auction league, so you have to be present. You bid on players. That's my favorite kind of draft, auction draft. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of snake drafts anymore. I know we do them, and people like the redraft leagues. I just don't like the snake drafts, mostly because, like I've said, I have my players that I like. And sometimes I'm forced to take guys maybe I don't feel great about. Like, for example, if you're going into the 6th pick in drafts this year and Cooper Kupp's still there, you're like, I gotta take Cooper Kupp, right? And I don't necessarily know that I want him this year. Nothing against Cooper Kupp, and he'll get targets. I don't know how I feel about what that offense is going to do, and I could be way wrong. And so sometimes I'll take it just to spread out my ownership percentage across all my leagues with players. But then more often than not, I'll be like, man, there he is. I know Cooper Kupp's there, but I really want to, I just think this is a better pick. And I could get him at 10, but I don't have the 10th pick. He's not going to come back to me. There's Mark Andrews. Nice Kenny Pickett. There we go. 250 points. I will say, I was just telling Doug, I think he's going to be comeback player of the year. Yeah, I mean, you're like, listen, Chris, yours by far is not the worst team. There's other ones out there that are worse. But mine's not good either. I mean, my only keeper probably is Stephon Diggs at 26, which 26% of my keeper dollars and a total of 13% of my total budget. I think that's a lot for Stephon Diggs. I can get A.J. Brown for the same price. But, I don't have a quarterback to keep. That's fine, though. I don't mind paying up for, you can get quarterbacks fairly cheap in a 12-team, one-quarterback league. But, dude, I forget, I want to say it's Jared or Ben. Someone has Justin Fields for 5 and Trevor Lawrence for 7. He's obviously going to keep both of those, right? $12, 6% of your budget to have two of the better, I think, better quarterbacks. Someone has, Mahomes is 15. Josh Allen is up to 25, I think. So he's getting a little expensive. There's a Levis and KJ Osborne, a Vikings auto there, another vet. So 3 autos already out of a 4 total, including the points. And this all vet so far. Jeremy Wilson getting this one. Yeah, Doug, I can show you your team. That I'm going to actually add you to the chat group. And then we're going to try to probably do... We're not going to do keepers too early because we don't trade before keepers. Yeah, but he was dropped, Chris, and then picked up with nobody adding him on. I think early in the season someone dropped him because I don't remember there was a stretch at the beginning. I don't think he was doing great at the beginning, right? So I think someone dropped him, and then he there it is, Jahmyr Gibbs out of 35, and then they picked him up for nothing because we do auction. No, Corey, it hasn't. We do auction style pickups, not auction style pickups. They call it, what's it called? Why can't I think of the name right now? There's a Hendon Hooker. There's a name for it. Fab, free agency budget. So you get $100 to do pickups, and then you bid on your players, but I guess no one put in for them. Or you know what? It could have been this. Chris, was he even drafted last year as a quarterback in a 12 QB league? He may not have been drafted, and someone just picked him up one week. Or right after the draft. That could have been the case too. It's going to be a Jaden Reed 20 for 20 there. Jaden Reed going out to the Packers. All right, nothing there. I mean, think about it. At the beginning of the season, I don't think Justin Fields in 12-team leagues was getting picked up. A lot of people didn't think he was going to, do much, I don't think. And then he just started taking off. People generally don't pay up for quarterbacks except the top 3 or 4. I think I was getting even good decent quarterbacks for $5 and $8 and a lot of those to start. I'm talking top 12 guys. If you wait till near the end. There's a Bryce Young. And the auto is going to be finally a rookie, Paris Johnson Jr., Arizona Cardinals, going out to Hitman. Hitman getting his Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, the Mahomes and Allen go for a lot. Mahomes is 50. Mahomes is, would I say 15? He might be more than that. I think there's an Anthony Richardson. He was the one. Let me just see real quick. I'm curious. like out of the QBs, Herbert's 29. Jalen Hurts is 15 to keep. Dak Prescott's 23. Joe Burrow. Oh, this is the team. This guy can keep Joe Burrow for 13, Justin Jefferson for 20, Chase for 30. So he's $63 in, and he's got Burrow, Jefferson, and Chase. So that's a good squad. Dak Prescott 23. Josh Allen's 25. Deshaun Watson for 7. Brock Purdy for 5. Patrick Mahomes must have been bid on. He's Chris, that was you too. He's 56 to keep. But you have some other, like Hawkinson for 12. I don't know if I'd do that. Yeah, I mean, you have Tom Brady for 13. He's retired. Was it 2 cards? Oh, yeah, Hollywood and Paris Johnson. You're right, Hollywood is a card. I forgot. So it's funny how it works out like that. It just depends if a player gets drafted or picked up. And we go off the free agency budget. So let's just say someone drops Fields and then he goes up for 4 touchdowns. And Fields would have got picked up for, say, $25. He'd be $5 more this year, $30. Joe Burrow, Chase Young, Barkley, Hendon Hooker. I like the league. And again, some of these guys have been on a team for 4 or 5 years. Or no, 4 years is how many years we've had the league. So say 4 years, they're $20 more than they were drafted for. Two more packs and then we're going to get right to Robert Tonyan. I always like to think about who's going to be the guy no one knows this year and you know is going to break out. That's going to be a Kevin Byard out of 100. Tanner McKee. Anthony Richardson. Bryce Young. Oh, and that's the thing. Well, listen, it's easier to learn in that kind of league than it is in my dad has one that's 5 keepers, no penalties for you can keep any 5 players you want. And it's just dude, guys have had these 5 best guys forever. You can't touch them because they've traded, they've built a good team, but it's you go into the draft with you don't even if you only keep 3, it doesn't matter. You still just draft 2 at the end. It's not worth it. You have to keep someone. So it's such a lopsided league. But it's funny because a lot of times those teams don't end up winning. Bad weeks in the playoffs or there's a nice Jordan Love gold out of 50. Guys, it's probably most likely going to be our last one of the day. Like I said, I have to stop. I have to get caught up on sorts and get shipping out. As much as I like the break and as patient as I know you guys are, there is a level to it where I just have to finally say enough's enough. I got to ship out. So don't be surprised if I'm MIA for a little bit. What up, Caden? And I have a lot of fantasy league stuff to get caught up on, things like that. All right, good luck, guys. Here's our last box of this. It's the last one I'll be doing. Again, I wasn't unhappy with the product, and of course, this one will, add into my overall take. 4 out of 50 boxes. You're talking, 8% of the boxes we will have officially seen. So not a huge sample size, but I've decided it's made me want to do my repack even more. So guys, we will do 2 $5 hitless credits at the end. All right, you ready? It's kind of worked out nice. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. And it's not graded, but it is, of course, a case hit. It is going to be a 2021 Joe Burrow stained glass, second Burrow of the case. That is going to be going out to a Bengals fan, Don Wiley, and his son Cash, who I'm sure he'll be super pumped about that. He's excited. I like seeing it, Don. I know you're a Bengals fan. I always like it when I get to see a PC guy get it. There you go, Mr. Achilles heel himself. They the Bengals. That's who. Joey B. stained glass. Wish it was slabbed up, kind of like Is he? There's Cash with you. That's cool, man. He's excited. I wish he would have. I kind of wish we could catch some of that on videotape. I said it'd always be fun to bring in some reveals to see reactions. And there you go, Cash. Congratulations, man. Stained glass Joey B. Well, we do know that the Justin Fields stained glass is the rookie one. And we know that the Josh Allen is a 2020, I believe it is, because it's slabbed. And the Patrick Mahomes is 2020, I believe, too. They were some of the chasers. But this one, however, not. But again, some of those rookies go for multiple thousands of dollars. I mean, like I was talking to someone else. When you look at it from perspective, now, I don't know. I'm curious what this one goes for. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to look it up. Because the Burrow was the obviously our peak when we had. Yesterday was like, there's no PSA 10 sold, but we all talked. It's anywhere between $325 and $400 for that Dalvin Cook because it's a PSA 10. I think the 9 did like $275, and we didn't see any 10s because I was trying to figure it out. Either way, I decided that that we are going to, and this is a 2021, we are going to do our own repack. I can put one together a little bit better, a lot better probably. 2021 Prism stained glass. I mean, that's the 20 Prism stained glass 2021. I don't see any up right now. Let me see if any's sold. There's a 9.5. Here's one. Here's one went for on May 10th for $570. Was the last one sold. So again, not bad. $570 last one sold. Of the is the same one, the 2021. Yeah, it's again like the other one. Good, clean corners, clean surface. Looks good. So, all right, guys, we have to random off some points. We do have to also do the hit list credits. So, first things first, let's do the hit list credits and get those. Or, I'm sorry, let's do the points. We'll get those out of the way, and then we'll do the recap, and then we'll do the 2 hit list credits. Here we go. 250 points, min roll 5. Good luck, y'all. 6 will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be the Dolphins getting the points. Miami Dolphins, Jason Upchurch with the points. Let me mark that just now. So we're done. All right, here we go. We had the Jordan Love out of... Oh, let me go back to the main screen. Jordan Love out of 50. Byard out of 100. Jaden Reed out of 20. And Jahmyr Gibbs out of 50. 30. Oh, I'm sorry, out of 35. 5 out of 35. We also had, for Miami, the points. Our autographs were Paris Johnson and Hollywood for the Arizona Cardinals. We had KJ Osborne for the Minnesota Vikings. Let me do this quick. Hold on. Arizona Cardinals. I have to switch this color here. And then we had for the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe. Oh, let's see what the message is. Hold on. I didn't get it yet. Is it a video? All right, we'll see if we can share it here soon. We'll do the hit list credits first. You might have to share it to the page if it's a reaction video. Oops. So I'm gonna do the 2 $5 hit list credits here. All right, here we go. Top 2 and $5 hit list credits. Good luck, y'all. 1. Oops, here we go. 1. It still hasn't come through, Don. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's going to be the Cowboys and the Bills getting hit list credits. It's going to be Kevin Robinson and Christine, each getting a $5 hit list credit for a future break. All right, guys. Don, send it when it comes up. If we want to share it to the page, we can too. That's pretty cool. Congrats, Cash. I'm glad you had an opportunity to get that going to a PC guy. Not bad. 2 Burrows, a Dalvin Cook PSA 10, and the style book for the Cowboys. Obviously the lowest. It averaged out, I would say, obviously lower than the price of the box, but you're not going to win those repacks all the time. We didn't hit one of the headliners. We only opened 8% of the boxes, so that is something to look at. When there's 5 or 6 chase cards out of 50, the odds are against you for sure. But the chase cards were nice. All right, guys, I'll be back probably tomorrow. If not, definitely on Monday. Peace.